Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Uh, Hopefully it's a happy Wednesday. If it's not, hopefully you can tune into this midweek motivation for your mindset and maybe feel a little pick me up, because we're definitely we're walking through this very confusing time, right? We don't really, everyone's probably getting used to it after 9 weeks, but at this point, there's still things that are dropping into our day to day that we're like, what's going on. So this is here for inspiration, and I can't wait for you to meet your guest this week. So if you can take it away, introduce
Sure,
yourself.
sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Fran Garvey. And let's see, what about me? I am a mom of 4 adult, accomplished children, and I am the mother-in-law of 2. I have a daughter-in-law and a son-in-law.
That's
So
so
that's exciting, and I soon to be grandmom come September. So lots of good stuff happening.
yay.
And it just kind of keeps me alive and going. And let's see, I wear a few hats besides being a mom and a spouse. I also, I serve as a vice president of a large private organization, and that's a volunteer leadership position, which really has a lot of interesting twists and turns happening now with this whole COVID crisis.
Oh yes.
And then I also serve in a business development capacity for a digital platform that helps women who are seeking a return to the workforce after a career break, provides them content and connections to companies that are looking to hire. So I sell to the companies, I bring them onto the platform, and the name of the platform is Après, which is French, meaning after, like after ski, après ski. After you realize that you're a little unfulfilled, you want to go back to work, or there's something missing, hey, there's more I want to do. And it's just been really great. I'm a returner myself after 17 years. And then the other hat I just put on, because that's just not enough, is that I started my own one-on-one consulting practice, helping women really getting to the starting line of a career return. So I call it starting line consulting.
Amazing.
And it's really, many women, you get to this point and you're a deer in the headlights. You're like, I have no idea what to do. I can't do this. I don't have it. No, I'm too far out. You can do it. And I can help you get there.
OMG. It's like a mic drop. All that you have just shared. I love it. It's like you're like boop.
Boop.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And
Yeah.
I love what you do, and actually I have to say it's so refreshing because you don't really hear of that often, being able to help women that were out of work for a while and want to step back in. Like, it is a confusing time, so that's a really powerful, helpful position to be in, that you're.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing. I find it's interesting now because I think a lot of women are home, right? If they're not working and they're home with their kids, the kids are back from school. Now they're sort of thrust back into that total caregiving and education. And
Mhm.
it can be demoralizing because they see their kids have something to do to accomplish every day.
Right.
Maybe their spouse is home and he's, working and he's, whatever he's doing. And you can feel very lonely. Like, well, what's my purpose? What am I doing? So,
And we're all born with purpose. Like, it's sometimes it's not just motherhood, and that's okay. Like,
right.
if you want to be doing multiple things and wear multiple hats, as we were talking, before, that's wonderful, so
Yeah.
follow your intuition and your heart and explore. We're here to help explore, right? Reach out to Fran.
Exactly.
So if you can kick it off, what is your 2-word story?
Yeah, well, I haven't, thinking about it for a little bit and had a couple in mind, but I really settled on I did. And the reason why I settled on I did is because it's so positive. It's
Yes.
an
It's
accomplishment. It is saying, it's sort of personal accountability too. It's sort
Mhm.
of, what I was always struggling with was that accountability piece. And I found so often I was saying, I'm gonna, and
Oh,
that to me is toxic. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna, what other, whether it's I'm gonna clean out that closet, I'm gonna cook dinner from scratch tonight, I'm gonna get the laundry done, I'm gonna go back to work, I'm gonna. And
This is so good.
It's so much more refreshing to look back and say, I did. I did.
Love it.
I followed through and I did.
That's exactly it. Knowing what you have that you
Mm-hmm.
set out to do. And then if you haven't done it yet, say I did, because that's the end goal. And it's like that
Yes.
nudge and that reminder to get you to start, or if you're halfway through, finish.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you put a load of laundry in for the day. I know this is just a little example, but
We
is
go
it
through it
sitting in
every
the
day.
washer, you don't feel like putting it in the dryer, or it's in the dryer, you don't want to fold it, put it away, right? So can you, from start to finish, I did, not I'm gonna,
Exactly.
like you shared. It's so powerful, and it applies to so many things in our day, like
Exactly.
personally, career wise. I love it. And the simplicity of I did. Do you think that, no, I know you were, marinating on it and trying to soul search and find these two words for yourself, right? But
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like recently there was a time that you were able to actually like interrupt your mind, and it actually helped change the channel to get you to,
Yeah, exactly. So I have been struggling for a little bit in my work with Après. I am a salesperson. If people are familiar, it's a 1099. So I'm fully commissioned and I love Après. I love the women that I work with. It's very small, but it's difficult when you're not, it just, when you're not in control, you don't really own the whole platform, so there's just a little bit of, and and they were, they're transitioning too. And I just felt like, I really like the one-on-one.
Mhm.
And I really needed to pull that forward and have the conversation with them, with
Yeah.
the CEO. And
Mhm.
it was just wonderful. And we have this great synergy going forward where, a lot of the women that come to us, they come to that platform really do need handholding, and that's not really what that platform is. It's much more national in scope and
Right.
not as much one-on-one and personal. So here I am, an opportunity to be referred. I can refer to them. So
That's
it
wonderful.
took a
You
lot to
give a
come forward
nudge
and
and you got
say,
to go.
I can have this conversation. I
Mhm.
can do this. I
Mhm.
can start this consulting practice.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I love that you, because the thing is, we're always evolving and growing, and it's how it's evolution, right? Like, so things are going
Yeah.
to change. You're going to be in a job that you absolutely love, but then there's going to feel this internal need to change, right? Like, that's just the way of life. So the fact that you listened to it and actually went with it and followed your gut, that
Hmm.
is, it's scary, but it's so rewarding. Like,
Yeah, it
and
is.
I'm so glad that you're sharing that, because if something doesn't feel right, listen, because I did, right? So like, even if the outcome is not what you think it should be or will be, preparing yourself for that, because all of it is growth, right? Because
It's
you could have
all
had a
growth. You
conversation
learned.
with them and they could have turned it all down, right? I mean, you
Oh, and
never know which way it's going to go.
you've hit on a couple key things there, and it's sort of that growth. It's all of, you learn from your mistakes.
Mhm.
And are they mistakes? I don't really call them mistakes. It's learning situations. And
Absolutely.
then the other thing that I really love to live by is when you visualize where you want to go, I'm gonna,
Mhm.
and you look at that and you say, well, it might not work out, or, well, what's the worst thing that could happen? And
Well,
then if you can live with the worst thing that can happen and you realize you're still going to be you're going to, the world's not going to fall apart, and you can live with whatever the consequence is, then
yeah,
it's okay.
absolutely. And
Yeah.
that takes work. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but we're just
Yes.
here reminding everybody that, you can do this. We're all in this together, and to have faith in what you're doing and knowing a two-word story. So maybe I did, if you're hearing this and you think, I'm going to try to use this mantra, by all means, take this as a mindset mantra for the day or even the week, and see how it actually can transform your mindset. Like, a mantra is meant to be on repeat. So you have to call upon it all day long. I did, I did, I did, I did.
Mhm.
So I'm so glad you can come on, Fran, and share, because It was such a good two-word story.
Oh, I
I
really
absolutely
enjoyed
love
it.
it. I love it.
Absolutely enjoyed it. I love this, and it is top of mind for me since I've gotten into this, and it's the I did, and it can be, 3 simple things. Write 3 things down, accomplish them. I did.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. I know. And this is so wonderful. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for pressing play and checking out the episode for this week. And we hope you guys have a great, great, great week. Sending so much love.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.